Wednesday. It really is a wonderful Wednesday. Well, unless you live in Washington, D.C., then you're screwed. I mean, in a nearly unanimous move, council members in the nation's capital voted to soften penalties for violent crimes, including carjackings, murder, and sexual assault. The upside? Well, now the courts won't have to deal with violent offenders. They can be free to prosecute gas oven owners. And it's about time. The overhaul of the city's criminal code includes reduced maximum sentences and the elimination of nearly all mandatory minimum sentences. This is crazy. There's also provisions that let violent criminals ask for early release 20 years into their sentences, you know, just in case they were too stupid to demand that they go to the women's jail. Grow your hair out, for God's sake. So if you're in a drug cartel, maybe that migrant bus taking you to D.C. isn't such a bad idea after all. They initially passed this code in November, but Democrat Mayor Muriel Bowser vetoed it. Listen.
Anytime there's a policy that reduces penalties, I think it sends the wrong message. It's the wrong way to go.
Wow, her insurance must have approved stem cell treatments because it sounds like she finally grew a brain. Maybe she can lend it to our president on the weekends. But this is the same lady behind the creation of BLM Plaza. TripAdvisor says it's one of the 10 best streets for getting beaten on a budget. My point being, you could fool her with a card trick. True, she vetoed giving criminals free reign of the city, but the last time I checked, thugs weren't exactly being sent to their rooms with no supper. She was overruled this week by the council, which claims they're not handing out harsh penalties anyways, so let's get rid of them. So the ruling might make her look moderate, but really she's as crazy as they are. Here's how one councilman tried to spin it.
Well, it doesn't lessen the penalty. It lines up with what the court's handing out. What people are looking at is that on DC's criminal code, many years ago, there was something added that added the possible maximum is up to 40 years in prison for an armed carjacking. That's not something the courts ever hand out.
You know, I speak English and a little Spanish, but my Rosetta Stone lessons, it didn't cover stupid. If anybody here can explain to me what he just said, I'll give you a foot massage and a lollipop right here, right now. Tyrus.
I don't want those things. I'm just going to keep it to myself.
Okay. But this is a penalty for armed carjacking, not having overdue tapes from Blockbuster Video. They should all be getting the 40-year maximum, the same penalty they used at Blockbuster Video.
Attention, Gutfeld writers.
All right, to the person who wrote this Blockbuster joke, what year do you think it is? Blockbuster's last store closed in 2019. Let's try to keep the references to things that actually exist, you know, like Kiss My Grits and Who Shot JR? I get those. Anyway, if these politicians are so worried about protecting armed carjackers, at least change the name to unplanned hitchhikers. Violent thugs have feelings too. So why this change? I mean, look at the stats on carjackings alone in D.C. In the past 5 years, they've skyrocketed. 148 back in 2018 to 485 last year. That's one for every Twinkie Anna Navarro ate in that same time span.
Damn.
Always clap. Has anything been done to stop this? No, they're actually doing the opposite. Apparently, woke politicians only care about stolen cars if they still run on gas. So since you're a Gutfeld viewer, you're smart and asking yourself, why would the city council then want to reduce penalties for a crime that's exploding? And because you're a Gutfeld viewer and you're smart, your answer would be, because they're retarded.
Urgent, a Gutfeld apology.
My apologies for using a word normally used to describe the cast of The View. But you gotta wonder why they'd ease penalties for violent crime. Well, it's all about criminal reparations. Apparently, we must reduce penalties against violent crime to make up for years of oppression. You see, criminals are the victims, and they deserve damages for making them criminals. Of course, this is racist to assume that blacks or any minority would be like, wow, thanks, guys. You know, I wasn't planning to carjack someone, but now I might be. Because apparently there are only minority criminals and not minority victims. The D.C. Attorney General doesn't even hide it, tweeting, reforms to D.C.'s 122-year-old criminal code passed before women and black residents enjoyed fundamental rights are sorely needed. This bill will improve public safety and provide long overdue clarity and fairness in our justice system. I'm sure those words will be comforting at the funeral when some black or Hispanic parent is burying their kid who was murdered for his Nissan. See, it's not about safety, it's about retroactive equity. If they were victims of the past, you shall now be victims in the future. The new criminal code doesn't even take effect until October 2025. So if you live in Washington, D.C., get out now, in your car, instead of later in a hearse. Period. Let's welcome tonight's guest. He's had more people killed than the Clintons. Former CIA operative and author of the new book, Company Rules, Mike Baker. His shows are like a barrel of monkeys. They stink and are full of parasites. Actor and comedian and writer, Jamie Lissow. She's just like a classified document, often found on the floor next to an old car. Fox News contributor, Cat Tiff.
What?
And finally, he eats his dinner off tectonic plates. My massive sidekick in the NWA World Heavyweight Champion, Tyrus. Mike, first, congratulations on your new book. Care to tell us what it's about?
Yes, I would, and thank you for asking. It's called Company Rules. It's on the Scribd platform, SCRIBD, which is the Netflix of books, as you know. And
I did not know that.
the whole idea is, look, it's an audio book, all right?
Oh, it's an audio
It's an audio book. It's an e-book.
Netflix is an audio.
I don't know enough big words to write an actual book, right?
Right.
But the good news for the viewing audience is that I narrate it myself.
Ooh,
I know.
That was my question.
Exactly, and it's very soothing.
Yeah, you have even though you say almost nothing, and your sentences are a jumbled mess of incoherence, it's still soothing.
Right, that's what my kids say all the time. So, look, it's not about my time with the CIA. It's about what happened when I got out of the agency with really a very limited set of skills, certainly not business-wise, and started and have kept the business moving, right? And there were certain principles that I took away with me from the agency days that I think could help people not only in business but in life.
I don't remember asking what the book was about, but okay.
Yeah. Do we have time for the rest of the show?
No, I think that'll be it. Thank you, everybody.
drive
Be
safely.
sure and watch Fox News. Hey, what do you think's behind this? Do you think that my theory is correct? Just say yes.
Yes, I do. I honestly do. And look, I can't put this any simpler. If you don't have consequences for action, right, you will have increased crime. If you denigrate the police, you will have increased crime. That is as simple as it goes. And I used to live in D.C. years ago for a brief period of time. It was poorly run then. It's poorly run now. Mayor Bowser tried to do, who, by the way, I loved in Sha Na Na, tried to do the right thing. That was quite the cultural pull. But was
Three
was
people
shouted
got
out.
that joke, and they are throwing up.
But no. How many people got that joke, right? A lot.
See, this is happening.
Yes.
You asked.
I should have asked. All right, get to the point,
All right,
Mike.
my point is that, even in a city where the mayor
You're
is...
still talking.
Yeah, I know. Did I tell you about my book?
I went away and I came
All
back
right,
and you were
I'm
still
done.
talking.
I'm
This
done.
audio book is 47 hours, just so
Now you know what it's like living with me. I'm done.
Okay. Jamie, does this inspire you to take up carjacking? Because I know you're going through a rough period right now. I think you're actually living in a car. So,
yeah, honest to goodness, carjacking, it scares me. Just the whole idea of it. It scares me so much that I've fashioned my career to never be able to afford a nice car.
that's good. Good
Just
for
'cause
you.
I'm so worried about it. Because you never heard of a bus jacking.
No, that's
You know what I
true.
mean?
That is true.
Actually, I saw a bus jacking once, but it's like a different kind of... Could I say one quick thing about Blockbuster Video?
Sure.
Do you know that the very last standing Blockbuster Video was, in fact, where I live in Fairbanks, Alaska. That is 100% true. And I remember the last time I went in there, because it was the remake of Ghostbusters had just come out.
Yeah.
And I remember it was up on the shelf on new releases. Remember those? And it said, if you like this, you'll also like, and there was an arrow pointing to a bowl of
I can't believe you took a reference about something that does this, and then you did a joke on it because you had it in your little back of your brain. Hey, I have a joke about Blockbuster. That's what you did.
I feel like you can read my mind.
No one likes a joke about crime, Kat. Help me out here. What do you make of this? This is crazy. Do you think this is like kind of the radical punishment of a society that they believe deserves it?
Well, I think carjacking is bad. I mean, I think that there's, plenty of laws on the books that, punish people for doing something that maybe only hurts themselves. Carjacking's not one of those. I don't think about a carjacking. I'm like, oh no, I hope that person that did it gets to come outside again soon. Like, I don't know that anybody's out there thinking about this. So I think that no matter what you think about criminal justice, you have to be against when it comes to violent crimes, because either, it's going to be violence all over the place, but eventually then maybe that pendulum's going to swing in the other direction and we're going to have like a super, super strict police state. So I think nobody should be pro-violence except for criminals themselves, which we shouldn't be catering to.
Yeah, but the thing is, Tyrus, they're not even, there has to be a reason for this. If every sensible person sees this as nuts, and yet they unanimously vote for it, what are we missing? What if if you do the cognitive empathy and pretend you're them? What are they thinking?
Well, they explain the wrong things. Mm-hmm. Like they say armed carjacking. And no kidding, you need arms to jack a car. Like that's pretty basic. Like you can't, if you have a pistol in your hand, people are going to get out of it. Like that should be the key thing. Is they're talking about very specific carjacking that they're reducing the time for. That means somebody puts a gun in your face and says, get out.
Yep.
And if you better make sure the tank's at least half full. Because how irritating would that be if you jacked a car and you had to gas up?
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So what it is like when I was a child, you had to make choices. Like you would say, Mommy, I want to be an outlaw. And she'd be like, no, if you become an outlaw, you'll go to jail. Now it's, Mommy, I want to be an outlaw. Pick Mommy out a good one. Like that's literally what it is now, because there's no consequences. You can steal cars, build a career, put it on Facebook, and become a carjacking influencer.
Yes.
And be just fine.
You know who doesn't like this?
Who?
New move by the city council? All the law-abiding citizens of Washington, D.C. Mm-hmm. They are unanimously against this move. The criminals love it, but it serves no purpose. So I was just sitting here thinking about your point, and you're right. There's no logical reason why they're pushing this.
That's why it has to be a punitive, symbolic kind of thing.
Well, it's
like the
it's
no cash
unaffected people. Like when you saw him in his little interview, safe in his office.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
He's saying, meanwhile, the mayor has experienced some form of carjacking.
Yeah.
Or someone in her family or someone she knows, the unaffected or affected. And as progressive as she is, she does not want any more carjacking.
Yeah.
So she's saying, whoa, hey, no, this is bad. But it hasn't happened to that group yet.
Right.
And they probably don't live in the city.
They need their policies. They need to feel the consequences of their policies. Right. It's like when the buses took the migrants to the cities. Get these criminals to where these people live so they know what it's like. That guy is he's the poster child. Yeah. The beta male, white progressive.
I knew it was going to be a white guy before you even played the clip.
Absolutely. Surprising number of them on the city council.
Yeah.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.